It's the EETV box, and it has a rather large LED on the front just to indicate whether the power is on or off. There's the logo. Inside you can see through this vented cover here we have a hard drive and various bits of gadgetry, and you can turn it on or off through the remote control that you get, which is quite a nice looking remote control. We have connections around the back here. I'm just going to try and show you those. If I unplug a few bits and bobs here, you got the HDMI cable. Let's get a zoom in on this one. Let's unplug everything, shall we? Get it out here so you can actually see it. Right, so there we go. On the left hand side we have got here the antenna input. This comes from your rooftop aerial, and it also goes through here in a sort of a loop through daisy chain style. We've got the digital audio, we've got our Ethernet input, we've got the audio output, got HDMI, another connector here, and USB connection as well. So what we do, we'll plug in my Ethernet cable and we'll connect it to our home broadband and we'll see what happens. Right, here we go, turn it on, and we've got some interesting daytime television. We have got the EETV remote control, which you can see here. There we go, we've got various controls. You can get in a menu, you can go up and down. That will have the obvious navigational aids on the television. You can see live TV, and I will now show you the television itself. So we can see the interface here on the background, and we've got what's on now. We've got several pages of stuff that we can watch, and you can see from the see Emmerdale there, you can see it's already halfway through that show. I'll try to zoom in for you. Let's see if we can zoom in. There we go. Bit of a dangle and a wobble. I shall just connect this in. Now, unfortunately, it's the middle of the day, so we've got some rather rubbish television on for you at the moment. Let's just see if I can rig this so you can actually see something. Now, I'm going to turn the volume down as well, because that's going to be a bit annoying listening to both things, me babbling and the TV. So I'll press mute. Now we've got Emmerdale, we've got Wycliffe, and we can go on to page 2. You can see all the channels, because digital television here in the UK, you can get quite a lot of channels, obviously, and this navigation system's quite easy to understand. You can just flick around, you can watch dinner dates here, just select it, it will come up, it will tune in, and you get the channel in question. With EETV, you can pause stuff, you can rewind. It's got a built-in hard drive in there. You should be able to rewind if you watch enough of the actual channel first. I'll just press play again. We'll build up a little bit of a buffer first. So we're watching Erin here talking about her dinner date. Okay, and while we're in here, we can go into let's have a look. We can go to the subtitles. So if I press menu, go back to there. I can also press OK, and we can get into the information here. So we can see some information about the program. More information about the program comes up on here in the details. You can see when the next episode's on. You can choose to record the series if you want by just pressing that. Very easy. Navigate around. It's very nice, fluid sort of navigation system. Tells you which episode is which and when it's on. You can set it to record so you can watch it at any time, which is quite good. Also within here, we can go straight to the record button here and record it. We can go to the spanner, can choose the subtitles, and we can have English subtitles there. Now, let's go back and I'll just show you the pause. So there's a pause, and we've got the subtitles on, by the way, there. So the subtitles have now popped up. Let's just wait for that to go down. Subtitle back. Yep, subtitles are good. Go back. Subtitles seem to have disappeared. Well, I can rewind it now, and as you can see there, you can rewind. You can do all the sort of navigation stuff that you would normally expect to get. So there's a record button on the remote control as well. The remote control is a very nice little remote, I must admit. You also get this TV guide here, so you can see exactly where you are on the planner and what's on. Now, what we can also do is go to our recorded shows, So there's the live channels which we've been flicking through. We can also look at radio before we get to the recorded shows. We can have a listen to the radio. So here's all the radio stations and what's on. Let's see if I want to find Radio X. Let's see if that's on there. Premier Christian Radio. I don't think Radio X is on here. Is it? Capital? Jackwood Magic Kiss Fresh. So anyway, let's choose that one. Let's say take the mute off. And we can listen to, we've got a volume control as well on the EETV box. So I'll just mute that because YouTube will stop me from listening to it otherwise. Again, sorry, with the guide there, the guide system on the, it goes back to the TV stations, not the radio stations, but we'll go, see at the top here, so we've got the radio, TV guide, which is what we've just seen, radio we've just seen, the live channels we've seen. You can see the subtitles have eventually come up there. And then we've got this menu at the top here, so we can flick through our recordings. Now I set it to auto record the BBC News at 10, and I've got 84 copies of the news. I can watch that here right on the TV screen. You can watch every single one. So we can watch what happened the day after everybody chose to leave the European Union here in the UK, and we can see the news. There you go, it was live from Downing Street on that one. We can pause him. What we can also do, and I wanted to show you more, I mean this I've got to admit the EETV box is a very fully functioned, you can watch and you can record, you can replay, you can search for programs. As you can see, you've got this multi-screen system, which is what I want to concentrate on, because here in the multi-screen system you can see your mobile devices that are connected to this box. You can see that I've got one device paired. You can have a look at that device. There it is, and it's an Apple iPhone. So I'm going to show you the Apple iPhone now. Okay, so here's the iPhone app. Great. Now we can see all the channels. We can do everything we've just done on the first part of this video. So you can see page 1, page 2, page 3. I can see all the live channels and what's on now. So here's the bill. The bill's on now, and I can watch that on the iPhone. Basically, this picture is now coming from the EETV box. It's being streamed to my phone over my own local Wi-Fi, so there's no data charges on here. And there you go. There's the bill from many, many years ago. I can do all the same things. I can pause it. Hopefully I can pause it. Let's just see if I can. There you go. I'm actually looking at the phone through this viewfinder, which is not a good idea. So I've paused it. I can then press share down here. I can share, go onto Twitter, and I can say, hey, I'm watching the bill with my EETV app. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but hey, you can do information. You can see more information about the program here, as you could on the box itself. And you can see when the next episode is on, and you can get bits of information. Now you can see here, look, I can record the series on my EETV box. And also, which is good, you can send TV shows to your phone the minute that they finish recording on the EETV box, which is fantastic. So if I go, I mean, I'm going to show you here on some recording. So here's the BBC News at 10 again, and we'll go to say one from June again. Now that one we just saw, it was that Friday one, and I'll press play on that, and I can watch again. This is going to be streamed from the box itself, but here is the news at 10. Now this can be watched all around the house. You can take it with you. It basically enables you to watch every single channel, watch every single recording, every single on-demand item on your iPhone or your tablet or your Android phone, no matter where you are in your house. And also with this new system that EETV have, once you've recorded something on your box, you can send it to your phone. You can watch it anywhere, inside or outside of the house, which means you can take it onto a plane, a flight, whatever you may be. If you're watching it on this little screen, you think, I've had enough of that, I want to watch it on the very expensive smart TV I've just paid for, you press this, and it will beam that straight to the screen. So it's on the screen now. I'll just show you. It's showing now. There's the news. There's Nigel Farage, who said everything will be fine and then quit shortly afterwards. So yeah, then it will turn the phone into a remote control. So I can press pause and it will pause the TV screen up there. I can press fast forward. I can adjust the volume control and I can use my phone as a remote control. So the EETV box lets you use your phone as a remote, as a screen, as a portable recording device. You can set it to record stuff, and also you can get information on what episodes you've got. You can also control the stuff that you've recorded. So if I say, right, I've had enough of these now, I'm going to delete all 84 news I don't know why I've recorded the news at 1084 times, but I can delete them, and that will delete them off the box and clear out the box. You can see here the numbers going down, 73, boom, all gone, disappeared. Brilliant. So it's a really good little app, and it does work very well, I must admit. You can see here we've got the ability to jump around to live TV. So let's go to live TV. You can see the wonderful selection of shows that are available for daytime viewers. That's absolutely rubbish. And we can see here's This Morning with Fern and Phil, and we can watch that anywhere you want. And you can see here from the side we can see what's on other channels. We can quickly flip through. Oh, Big Brother's on, BBC4 isn't on air right now, the clangers. You can flip over here and you can see what's on next on this particular channel that we're watching. So that's great. If you don't want that, you just tap once and it brings it up to full screen. And then we've got other options here, so you can get the control back on there. You can hop around there. You can get to basically a digital representation of the EE remote control itself, which is fantastic. And we can just use that to swipe up and down channels. This will change the channel on the EETV box that I'm using right now. We also have a keyboard should you need it, and we can put in the channel number too. So 003, let's say, or 030 as it seems to have input, and that will put channel 30 on, which is 5-star. So you can see here that has now changed. And what I'll try and do is show you. Okay, so we've got EETV, and here on my remote I'm going to press in 003, and you can see it's instantly going to change the channel, and my control on here is instant on there too. I can turn the box on or off if I wish here with the power key on my remote control, off and back on again, so you can control it even when it's off. You can go to the navigation keys, you can navigate around here, maybe watch A Place in the Sun. And then we go, got more and more adverts than anything else. But that is a quick overview of the EETV box, which I must admit I'm quite impressed with. I like the fact that I can control my TV, I can watch whatever is on my TV anywhere in the house, and I can also carry TV shows out and watch them anywhere on this device. Really good.